Welcome to CS 189 Routing and Switching. This video will give you an overview of the course and how to get started. So here in the Moodle environment, under course information, we start off with the syllabus. Please read through this before beginning the course. Announcements is the place where I will be sending out information to the students. You'll receive these notices via email, so please check your student email regularly. General questions and discussion is a place where you can ask questions that I can answer or other students can answer. The Cisco Network Academy, this is the link to open the Network Academy. Packet Tracer, if you do not have it loaded on your computer, you will need this. You can download it at this location. Packet Tracer Environment Checker, this just ensures that your computer has the ability to use Packet Tracer. Back to the Cisco Packet Tracer, I'll click here, and I do want to show you something. There are two different versions of Packet Tracer. You're going to want to move your way down the list, and you're going to want to download the the version 7.2.2 version rather than the most current version. The course that we're using works with this and not as well with this, just when you may run into problems if you have it downloaded. Okay, so for this first week, what you are going to be doing first is completing a pre-test in Net Academy, and I'll show you that when we get to the course side. But I need to make a note here. You must complete the pre-test by Saturday, January 11th. If you do not, you will be dropped from the course, and I will not allow you to rejoin this term. Okay, you'll next read Chapter 1 information in Net Academy. You're going to complete all activities in Chapter 1, and then I want you to complete labs 1.129, 3.5, 4.5, and 3.2.5. There's an optional video I put up here. This one is working through lab 1.1.3.5 if you need a little bit of heads up and you're a little rusty from your previous courses. Okay, when you log into Net Academy, you will see this location here. So at the beginning it has a launch the course option, and we'll come back to that in just a moment, but I wanted to start here under modules. Modules is the area that you're going to go to that starts from the beginning, first week of the course, and works its way down. Okay. So at the top, under Course Introduction, you'll notice it says Pre-Test Exam. This is the one I need you to take, and it has to be completed before Saturday. Each week, you'll be completing a chapter in the course. We'll start with Chapter 1, Routing and Concepts for this week. So in this course, you're going to be reading, and this will be the Launch Chapter 1. Let me just click on this. So, I have a little issue here. Let's just hold on. Oh, network problems, aren't they wonderful? Well, at least here it is. So this will be where you can come in and read the information for the week. So I'm just going to click on Launch Chapter 1 here. And this will bring it up in this environment here. And you can work through this by reading each of these. This is the top level, and then these are sub-levels. So this is the current sub-level we're on. If I go forward, it'll adjust to sub-level. One of the easiest ways for me to read things is just to click on the chapter over here at the right. And then I can move through this looking at the different topics and the areas that within each topic that I have to view. So it gives me a little easier time of understanding where I'm at. The reading activities will be here at the top, and as we move down, we'll see certain items that are called activities. Activities are short little exercises that you will do. You'll also have some items called Packet Tracer. These are activities where you'll download a Packet Tracer file here, and it also has a PDF of what you need to do in the lab when you're working with Packet Tracer. And then you also have some items called labs. Now the labs I'm not going to expect you to do. Oftentimes these require tools that we do not have available in the course, so these will be just informational. Let's go back to the main class page, and we'll just click Return to Class here at the bottom. So the modules, as we've just seen, this walks us through week by week of what's expected. So we've already done the Chapter 1. There are some each chapter has some terms and some concepts that you can practice through. And this will assist you when you're taking the Chapter 1 exam and the final exam. Also, each chapter has a quiz available as well as the terms and concepts to prepare you for the chapter exams. Now, in some of the chapters, for instance here in Chapter 2, there's a packet tracer skills assessment for you. This is to help prepare you for the final hands-on packet tracer activity, as well as help you reinforce skills that you're learning along the course. So let me go down to the bottom of the course to the final week. So at the final week, there are a series of activities that you can do. One of these is the final practice. This is for the actual not hands-on, but the final exam where you're going to have to answer questions about the course. There's also 3 activities here. These are packet tracer hands-on activities to help you before you take the hands-on skills. This here is not something that you need to worry about. This is for an old CCNA certification. It's still available or may not be available at this time, but this will soon be done, so you do not need to worry about this. So at the final week, you're going to be taking the hands-on skills exam as well as the final exam. Now this one you can't take until you've taken the course feedback as well. So let's go back up to the top of the course. Here I want to click on assignments. All right, so assignments is just a list of all of the assignments for the course. Now these are by date, but because I have not assigned specific dates to these, they're going to be kind of jumbled. Best thing to do is to show this by type. So if you click type here, it'll show you the different types of assessment activities we're going to be doing throughout the course. So the first one is the pretest. Notice it has to be completed by Saturday. Chapter exams, there are a series of these. They're going to be worth 40% of the total grade. Then there's going to be these practice skills exams. These are the ones to help you practice for your final skills exam at the end of the course. Now these are not worth anything because they're practice. There's also the skills exam. This will be worth 40% of your total, 25% of your total grade. There's the practice final I talked about, not worth anything towards your final grade. And finally, your final exam, 25% of your total grade. Okay, so let's go back up one more level and I'll just quickly talk about grades. So your grades for the course will be shown here. You can view these. If you need to, you can contact me at any time and I can discuss your grade. So let me go back to the course once again. So in the course, each week in Moodle, I'm going to be showing you what it is you need to do. So as we've already talked about, the pretest, the reading, I'd like you to complete any activity exercise you see in the chapter, and then I'll show you which packet tracer activities I'd like you to complete. You can complete them all if you want, but I believe these are the most important ones for you to complete to master the course. There's also going to be some optional items at different times. For this week, I have one video that walks through doing the lab in 1.1.3.5, and this will just give you an update on some of the information that you've learned in previous courses.